So, welcome to Red Jupiter Gaming. This is Alien Crossfire. So this game is the DLC for Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri. That game was set pretty much after Civilization 2, because one of the win conditions of Civilization 2 was you built a giant spaceship and then your people flew off to the distant star to form a new life. This game, rather than being harmonious and lovely, the ship has an accident, people split across their own ideologies and personalities, and then they all crash land on the planet. The enigmatic planet that has a strange, mysterious red foliage about it, but we'll get to that later. So I've picked a cross-section of the Alien Crossfire and the original Alpha Centauri factions. I'm going to play as the free drones that are against all turrets. Yeah, sock it to the man. We're going to form our socialist paradise. You have the freebooters. You have the I want to stick a Raspberry Pi in my head and it'll be all fine. The we've messed up our own planet. Let's make our own planet better and not make the same mistakes. We have the Big Brother is watching you. Might is right. And God is everywhere. So I've slightly changed the rules in this.
Now it's day and night the irons clang, and like poor galley slaves, we toil and toil, and when we die, must fill dishonored graves. But some dark night.
So I've turned off blind research, 'cause I like to see where I'm going in the tech tree, and I've also turned on the ability to plan where I land, because in the base game you're basically stuck where you are, no choices. Although, to be honest, this doesn't look bad. Let's pick a direction just to have a look and see if there's anything interesting. Let's go that way. Do I wait a turn? I just built the base here. Given that it's in like almost a horseshoe, you get benefit of lots of land. Right. So you can, this is going to be very similar in appearance, but obviously the UI is a bit more pseudo-modern, but this is going to be very similar to the Civ game, Civ 2. So you can set a governor who you want to build off these preferences. You collect food, which then increase the population of your city. You can improve the squares around it. We're going to build a synth metal garrison to protect ourselves, and then we're going to go for a colony pod.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
So this red stuff does decrease our movement speed.
Energy resources.
Right, so I'm going to use this guy just to have a look around here, see if we can find
Turn complete.
anything in the vicinity that would incline us to our next city.
Indigenous life forms.
Yes.
Turn complete.
Now, unfortunately, the life forms around here have taken one look at us and said they want none of it, and they will attack. So, instead of using sort of conventional combat, the local creatures do psi attacks. So the more senior or more experienced your unit is, the better it can resist. Right, really want this one to start off with, because formers and terraforming is incredibly important. Yeah, it's a bit of a duffer, this these starting squares.
Turn complete.
So we'll give that a moment to heal.
Mod recovered.
That's a bit better.
Production complete.
That's automatically made a out of range. That's a terribly unexciting starting square. So we can take advantage of this extra energy up here, or we'll follow this unit to see what's there. That's going to take 11 turns to build. We're going to grow in 6, so that's fine. I was going to say we're right at the edge of the map, but no, we're not. Right, let's take a risk, see what's in here.
Mod recovered.
Yeah, okay, that's nice. There is really nothing exciting here at all, is there? Bit of food. 1, 2 there. I think I'll have to build this colony here then. Take advantage of that food. And the solar panel that's been built.
Planet's atmosphere, though a gasping death to humans and most animals, is paradise for earth plants. The high nitrate content of the soil and the rich yellow sunlight bring an abundant harvest wherever adjustments can be made for the unusual soil conditions. Lady Deidre Sky, a comparative biology of planet.
What I absolutely love about this game is the backstory. It's a really compelling and interesting story as you go along. And also the sort of unit making or unit design feature of this game is really clever. So what you do is you get a chassis that allows it to walk or skim or fly or whatever. You then attach equipment to it, so a weapon or colony pods or that sort of thing. You can shield it, which increases cost, makes more resistant to damage, and you can also give it your unit's special abilities. And also the reactor changes how many hit points you've got. So you can build everything and anything. You have weird designs, you have clever designs. We are going to go for a network node, because we really want to be able to scout quicker. Although we're not the first, unfortunately.
Mod recovered.
Now that's good. So we're gonna get you to move back and take the pod with you. Right, you can keep exploring.
Production complete.
Right, so we're going to change this to terraformers and then start the weather paradigm. And I think we will set up a settlement. See, if I use this, I'm gonna get, so all settlements occupy the territory which is 2 squares away. Well, ish. So if I want to utilise this, unfortunately I'm going to overlap these 2 lands here, which then makes these 2 cities less efficient. So I'm going to leave these C squares for later. Let's go take this inland then. So that's there. So if I come over, if I aim for this one here, we'll get that. And we'll also make use of all this river square there. So I want that unit to go there, and I want you to meet up. So yeah, this unit's got a single point of attack, but it's got 2 points of defense, which makes it a very good garrison unit. So I want you to start building me some formers. And then you can hold.
Turn complete. Turn complete.
Ah, so much for meeting them up.
Turn complete.
Right, so that can now wait until we get network nodes. And you can hold.
Turn complete.
No, not because we don't want him blundering around. Ah, silly me. That was where I wanted to build, wasn't it? No, I want you to go there. Right. So I'll wait until the synth metal garrison is complete,
Turn complete.
and then we'll start moving our scouts around. For that very reason.
The righteous need not cower before the drumbeat of human progress. Though the song of yesterday fades into the challenge of tomorrow, God still watches and judges us. Evil lurks in the data links, as it lurked in the streets of yesteryear. But it was never the streets that were evil. Sister Miriam God.
Okay, so I'm going to pick one more, or try to get one more wonder, which is the virtual world. How close are you to completing? Ah, 1 turn.
Production complete.
Okay, so you can now give me formers. And you can hold position.
Mod recovered.
Ooh, that's good. Now the formers, the AI that controls the formers is actually fairly smart, so I'm just going to leave it to automatic. Right, don't need another one. We are going to start the weather paradigm,
Initiated.
and then you can start a network node. I was going to say, let's give it a moment, wait for that to get in there. Now, this looks interesting. And what are you? I think we found the Spartans.
Nutrient resources.
Gonna take a chance.
Recovered.
Hey! Oh, okay. I thought that was I'd found it. Nope, they found it.
Indigenous life force
That
very
unit's dead.
complete.
Ooh, you definitely get to come home then.
Production complete. Turn complete.
If our society seems more nihilistic than that of previous eras, perhaps this is simply a sign of our maturity as a sentient species. As our collective consciousness expands beyond a crucial point, we are at last ready to accept life's fundamental truth, that life's only purpose is life itself. Chairman Shen Jiyang, looking God in the eye.
Let's have a look at what they're proposing then. So, pro teams, so they're the stealth boys. However, I am not going to build a pro team, because I want a faster pro team. And also, with successive technologies, you can social engineer. That is, you can go from these simple principles of frontier politics, simple economics, survival values, and no concept of your future except for surviving, essentially. You can take upon yourself new policies and new ideas. With everything in this game, you've got positives and negatives. So our growth increases, so we get more people. Our industry really improves, so our mineral costs go down, but we lose energy. So our net income goes from 5 to 4. I'm going to take that. Now that cost will go up as time goes on,
Turn complete.
as you get more cities and more people.
Turn complete.
Right, you can wait. There we go. Colonel Santiago of the Spartans. So we're definitely going to start hitting all the guns and all the military tech now. I love those little pictures here that are presumably of their life before they left or while they're on Earth. And also they have their own different colonies. This is a fantastic game. I've forgotten how much I like it. And of course they don't like each other either. No, we haven't spoken to her yet. Let's not straight into a war. They got ships. Already threatening me. No. And she's already declared war on us. So goodbye, my poor little former. Oh, there's Miriam. So he took out my former and then got taken out herself.
Turn complete.
Ah, the uranium field. So you get, I think if I recall correctly, you get additional +1 energy. Just don't think too hard about what's in that stockpile of slag next to you. Ah, that's annoying. She's in. Okay, they've got recon rovers. No, no, I'm not just giving you money. I'm just giving you free tech. I don't trust you as far as I can lob you. Yes, I'm behind again then. However, what we can do now is... Oh, that's going to take a long time. Let's get started on it though.
Project initiated.
So we need to get out of their territory.
Turn complete.
What we can also do is... activate that unit. So where do I find out how far we've got in our research? There we go. So yeah, 2 years to get there. So by the time... So I'm just going to move the unit here. And wait till I finish the research.
Our first
There we
challenge
go.
is to create an entire economic infrastructure from top to bottom out of whole cloth. No gradual evolution from previous economic systems is possible because there is no previous economic system. Each interdependent piece must be materialized simultaneously and in perfect working order. Otherwise, the system will crash out before it ever gets off the ground. CEO Nwabuda K. Morgan.
So again, rather than just a bland, congratulations, you've got the nuclear bomb. Woo. It's actually more backstory. So, rather than me continue to fanboy about this game, let's actually look at the game itself. We could switch to free market economy, which gives me more cash, money, energy. But we don't believe in any policing whatsoever. Well, we believe in very laissez-faire policing. And they don't like... Actually, it's not so much that. Is that the people don't want our armies away from our cities. And also, we don't care about the environment. So we're going to stick with planned. So given I've now got 2 very aggressive people, much as I want the Genome Project, that extra +1 happy person is fantastic. And the resource, so the recycling tanks are a good piece of extra resources on our home unit, also in our hometown. We need to start thinking about war. Now you can move in here. And we're going to link it. Ooh, special project or the node. Let's go for the node.
We hold life
Well, there
to
you
be
go.
sacred, but we also know the foundation of life consists of a stream of codes, not so different from the successive frames of a watchlet. Why then?
Do I finish off the weather paradigm? Yes, let's do it. I'd forgotten you could do that with them.
Project complete.
There we go. Future Chris here. Now, when he came to editing this video, he noticed that it's absolutely tiny. So what I've had to do is zoom the image so it actually is viewable. Unfortunately, it's a bit fuzzy, but it's the best I can do, and hopefully you'll still enjoy it. So, we'll now return you back to your previous viewing entertainment.
I shall not confront planet as an enemy, but shall accept its mysteries as gifts to be cherished. Nor shall I crudely seek to peel the layers away like the skin from an onion. Instead, I shall gather them together as the tree gathers the breeze. The wind shall blow and I shall bend. The sky shall open and I shall drink my fill. Gaian Acolyte's Prayer.
So yes, we need resources so we can start building boreholes, which I might do. Right, let's get some bonus resources up and running.
Production complete.
So you're going to need another former.
Enemy project initiated.
There we go, they've started doing the virtual world as well. The AI is a little bit stupid though, it will put its cities way too close together. Although they will also try and push your area of influence as well. I'm going to leave these cities here. I think I'm going to expand off in this direction.
Pod recovered.
Speaking of which, let's get a colony pod out of there. Yeah, let's get you to auto terraform for a moment.
It is every citizen's final duty to go into the tanks and to become one with all the people. Chairman Shen Jiyang. Ethics for tomorrow.
Every single resource is important. Right, that's given us more resources, so we can now hopefully start building quicker. So network node in 10. Colony pod. Let's keep expanding hard. And then I'm going to take a risk and go for another project. I'll get to you first. Eventually. Because sometimes I think there's a percentage chance that you can go through this, the planet's red wildlife.
Turn complete.
Now, I'm going to cancel you. I'm going to move you there.
Indigenous
Oh, we both got them then.
Turn complete.
It's very unfortunate. Ah,
Scientific
that's
theories
that's
are
annoying.
judged by the coherence
I was hoping
of
that one would
their
attack first,
natural
but it didn't.
experience and the simplicity with which they do so. The grand principle of the heavens balances on the razor's edge of truth. Commissioner Pravin Lal, A History of Science.
Not yet. I want to create a screen maybe, but then I know that there's aggressive nations up there as well. Let's go over here, in fact. So let's activate you. And I want you both to go to here. And we're going to change this project for another one of those. And then we're going to go for a project. And there, I want you to build me a borehole.
Terraform command.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Turn complete. Production complete.
Can you build one here? Yes, we can. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing here. We're going to activate you. And then onto there.
Project initiated.
And then not another colony pod, thank you. One of those. And then let's start planning ahead a little bit. I'm going to have one of those and one of those.
Turn complete.
Yikes. Yeah, that's going to clash. So you're going to want to move this unit. Let's go that way. Let's move this unit to there. Ah, well, that's a bugger. Because it looks like her territory is extended all around to there. Alright, fine. Now, one thing I have not been remembering to do is I need to... Where are we? Set home base. Because we want this to be paying for its own defenders, not my central capital.
Invalid command.
Ah, little rat bag. Okay. Alright, fine.
Production complete.
They're going to conflict on one square, which is that one. And these will not conflict at all. So, yep.
Turn complete.
And this one... Ah no, can't do it this turn. You also designated defender, so if you want a really good unit to be the first one to always be attacked, you can do that. Not appropriate here right now. Yes, so those things that are attacking us are the native mind worms. Quite horrific, really. So I told you the AI was very clever. It's worked out that it can plop a forest there, which will hopefully start expanding out. Well, I'm thinking of putting a borehole down here.
Turn complete.
Once a man has changed the relationship between himself and his environment, he cannot return to the blissful ignorance he left. Motion of necessity involves a change in perspective. Commissioner Pravin Lal.
So there we go. Recon rovers, which are definitely going to start building. There's also a prototype cost, so your first unit will cost more, but will always be guaranteed to be a veteran. I'm not going to bother with a scout. I don't really want a probe. How much? Out of interest, showing you the flexibility of this. How much is a probe? Come on, you can do it. There we go. A recon probe team is 21. Normal team is... Oh, they already got it. Haha, they've upgraded themselves already. Ignore that. Let's get more bang for our buck. Believers are doing really well. That's a bit concerning.
Production complete.
Right, so they're going to need some formers.
Production complete.
And they're going to need some formers.
Turn complete.
How are we doing? 37 turns. Ugh, that's not great. 12 turns. That's better.
Turn complete.
Right, what are you up to? I'm going to move you to there. Not the cursor though. I want to move the unit there, thank you very much. So they've created a thermal borehole. So rather than having one food... Ah, silly me. My technology level doesn't allow me to exploit the greater resources. But even so, it's taking it from 35 to 21. Yeah, not producing enough food there. Switch you back to automatic.
Turn complete. Production complete.
Now, because this one is quite far at the front, I am going to get them to do... This is going to be where I'm going to start building my armed forces. Yeah, both of them. Is she going to just declare war on us, or is she actually going to... No. Yes, let's have a blood truce. Let's try not to destroy each other before we just landed on the planet. That's encouraging.
Energy resources.
Now why are you walking around here with a 411 unit?
Turn complete. Production complete.
Chairman Yang's already built a prototype vehicle. Okay, let's do some exploring then.
Production complete.
Oh, no, don't want two of those, thank you very much. Let's start... Ah, nuts. I didn't do the command center first. That's embarrassing.
Production complete.
Excellent.
To map the very stuff of life, to look into the genetic mirror and watch a million generations march past. That, friends, is both our curse and our proudest achievement. For it is in reaching to our beginnings that we begin to learn who we truly are. Academician Prokhor Zakharov, addressed to the faculty.
Bear in mind at the time that the Human Genome Project hadn't been done. This game was made in 1999. It was the future. Anyway, having one extra talent. So what, you say? One extra talent, which will then, when our cities get sufficiently big enough, and we start having negative or unhappy people, that will balance it out. Right. Let's do energy bank, a network node, and then a command center.
There are two kinds of scientific progress. The methodical experimentation and categorization which gradually extend the boundaries of knowledge, and the revolutionary leap of genius which redefines and transcends those boundaries. Acknowledging our debt to the former, we yearn nonetheless for the latter. Academician Prokhor Zakharov.
So now we can build 421 units, which I want. We can make that obsolete. That'll be obsolete. So we're going to upgrade our 211 unit in a moment. So you can make it, you can make this a 422 unit, but right now the cost is a bit prohibitive. Right, we need to get into the sea. Plasma armor's tempting, but let's get to the sea. It also gets us closer to Doctor and air power, which is absolutely vital in this game. I'll stop doing that in a moment. Okay, what do you want? Okay, no, that sounds more than reasonable to me. Well, the nice thing is now it's just zoomed it over here.
Turn complete. Turn complete. Production.
Okay, that's a bit disconcerting. They're getting ready for a big push. Okay, let's build a command center.
Superior training and superior weaponry have, when taken together,
a geometric effect on overall military strength. Well-trained, well-equipped troops can stand up to many more times their lesser brethren than linear arithmetic would seem to indicate. Spartan Battle Manual.
Right. Let us build an impact rover.
Life is merely an orderly decay of energy states, and survival requires the continual discovery of new energy to pump into the system. He who controls the sources of energy controls the means of survival. CEO Wabuda K. Morgan, The Centaurian Monopoly.
You can see a theme here.
Production complete.
Okay, let's get you back to Automa. Uh-oh. Yeah, I like this bit. You've been accused of inciting drones against their rightful masters. Yeah, that's all about me. No, I'm not giving you industrial base so you can just produce yet more units. There we go.
Production complete.
Oof, that's a lot of units.
Turn complete. Request confirmation.
Oh, they're one turn off. That's annoying.
Request confirmation.
Yeah, that wasn't going to last very long, was it? Huh.
Improvement destroyed. Project complete.
What do I care for your suffering? Pain, even agony, is no more than information before the senses, data fed to the computer of the mind. The lesson is simple. You have received the information. Now act on it. Take control of the input, and you shall become master of the output. Chairman Shen Jiyang, SS on Mind and Matter.
Which is great, but I'm about to be overrun, which is unfortunate.
Request confirmation. Production complete.
Right. Wait for them to get a bit closer. Ooh, that's a big heavy unit though.
Invalid command.
Ah. I don't want to strike too far out because rude. That's a big stack. I don't really want to face that. Oh, nuts. Okay, that's going to go in one turn. And of course they have.
Production complete.
Now, it seems a bit suicidal, but
Combat report.
we can move you into here.
He held his arm too stiffly, and so was thrown back repeatedly.
No, I'm good for now, thank you. I'm a bit distracted. Plasma steel armor, if you wouldn't mind. So I'm tempted to go for. Well, I want my old colony back. Thank you very much.
Improvement destroyed.
Now the advantage of him being here, I can just keep attacking,
Combat.
and every other unit in the stack takes damage as well. Right, so you can move up. Expecting you to appear there any moment. Okay, they're building a command center. They're building a command center. That's been taken, annoyingly. They're churning out impact rovers at a rate of knots. So build one more impact rover, and then we're going to have a garrison unit. Okay, that's good. So he's one turn off. We'll have an impact squad. Or two. Okay, I'm going to take Valley of the Faithful. Hold on. One of those would be useful. Let's take the inexperienced unit. Now not so inexperienced, 'cause it's just taken out.
Production complete.
Oh, that's just cheeky.
Perhaps a careful review of your options is
Got 0 strength, so it doesn't matter. Okay, let's move you back to there to get refurbished. Oh, didn't see you.
Production complete.
Or you.
Combat report.
And you have 2/3 of a move left. I might hurry those up though. Be a bit embarrassed if they took my settlement. I'd rather do that, thank you very much. That's nice that the wildlife's doing damage for me.
Production complete.
Hmm. Do you reckon we can take this? Ooh, okay, well.
Perhaps a careful review of your options is in order.
Gone. 'Cause I noticed they're both rovers. Aha! I don't think they can get there in time. And it'll also destroy the settlement. I think, yeah, 'cause it's got no armor. That's why I've been absolutely turning them to mincemeat. Nope, that's not the one. This is the one. Where are you going? There we go. Right.
Invalid command.
I'm going to leave you there. So do I take this settlement, which was my settlement, but destroy it? Yeah, go on then. Or do I? And on that note, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. If I do get a load of views and likes, I might continue this series. If not, it's been fun playing it anyway. And we'll see you soon. Take care. And goodbye.